What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I am back. I hope everybody's been having a good couple weeks, and I hope you guys secured the PS5 if you're trying to get that. Like, I've been trying to get it for months now, and I haven't been able to do it, but we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna try to get at it, okay? So, like I told y'all before, this is gonna be my review of the last couple of chapters of My Hero Academia, because there were a lot of big things that happened. A lot of big things. So we're gonna talk about that. But before I do, I just want to say thank you guys. You guys rock. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support. You know what I mean? If you want to keep supporting me, if you like my videos, you got to do a couple things for me, all right? Smash that like button. You got to smash that subscribe button especially. Smash the notification buttons too, so you know when I drop my hot content, and definitely comment down below, okay? Did you like the video? And what do you think is going to happen with the My Hero Academia version going forward? Let me know down below. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, there were two big things that happened with two characters in particular, and you know the things around them. One of them was Todoroki and his family, and then we got Deku and his situation. So we're gonna talk about that last because that's really the most big thing that happened. So we're gonna talk about the Todoroki family first. Yo, let's talk about Dabi's backstory. We got a little bit more of it, and it's just crazy. And it honestly shows to me why Endeavor is the worst father in shonen anime. The worst one. Number one, the worst. If you have somebody that can beat that, let me know in the comments below, okay? But yes, Endeavor is the worst father in all of shonen anime, period, okay? Look at what he did to this bastard. Actually, no, let's start with the wife. And I can see why the wife had like a mental breakdown and was in the crazy hospital. Like, I can see why. Yo, first, she was part of a quirk marriage, which apparently that's what people were doing then, you know? We don't know how it came about, but we do know that Endeavor approached her family and was like, "Yo, let me get with your daughter so I can have some powerful babies, and we'll give you this money." And the parents were like, "Shit, no problem. Get out of here." Like, that was so trash of the parents, man. Like, you really sold your daughter so that you can have your money, you be cool. But F what your daughter feels, because the wife felt like, yo, she didn't want to do it. However, you know, she didn't want to let her parents down, so she gonna do it. And that's very relatable because that's how a lot of people feel, you know? They don't want to let down their parents even though they're doing the most effed up thing they could. Then we get more into Dabi's backstory, which I really do appreciate, because this kid must have had I think he has a mental illness or something too, when you know, Toya was conceived. Because you can see how he was acting, especially around, especially around Endeavor. This kid had such an obsession with becoming strong enough so he can surpass All Might. But not because he wanted to. Let's get into what we learned about him, right? So we learned that Dabi has the most powerful form of fire. The problem is his body's not able to withstand that power. He has his mother's genetic body. So his body is made to be suitable for warmer climates. I mean, for colder climates. So both of his powers are very unstable with each other. So he's not able to. So that's why Dabi, when he uses his fire, it eats up his flesh, because his flesh was not made to withstand that kind of power. So, and this is why I don't like fucking Endeavor. Excuse my language. This is exactly why I do not. I hate that dude with a passion. because this man literally sought out to make these custom quirk children, if you will, so that he can try to surpass All Might through his fucking children, because this man wasn't able to surpass All Might, and he wanted that #1 status, and he was so salty, hating so much that he was trying to become #1 through the children, bro. That's trash right there. And then we get to the conversation with Toya and his mother. Yo, this kid Toya is so fucking savage, bro. Basically, his mom is trying to tell him, like, listen, I know you trying to be a hero and all that, like your dad, but, like, yo, do you even want to be a hero? Like, why don't you do something else that does consider, you can use your quirk, but, you don't have to, I mean, basically, you don't have to be a hero like your dad. You can do something else other than just being a hero, Get some friends, go do sports or whatever. Yo, Toya was like, yo, first of all, shut your ass up, okay? You ain't nothing but and that's not what he said, but this is basically what he said. Like, first of all, you ain't nothing but a concubine, first of all, okay? The only reason we got here is because you and your moms, your parents, your trash ass parents sold you for money, and now you having this man's kids, and all this man ever cares about is trying to chase All Might, trying to chase All Might's booty. So this is your fault too, and honestly, he need an ass whoop. Toya, he need an ass. Endeavor too, but Toya need an ass whoop. And I ain't talking about no regular smack the kid on the behind ass whooping. I'm talking about Gone versus Hisoka at Heaven's Arena type of ass whooping. That's what I'm talking. And then we get to the birth of Dabi. Toya used a lot of his power to the point where he engulfed in flames, and he was seemingly dead. And so let's get to the biggest part of the Todoroki saga, right? You got All Might, you got Endeavor saying, sorry, like really taking responsibility for his actions, breaking up the family, treating his wife horribly, treating his children horribly. And then it was surprised to see that the children were taking responsibility too, especially the older brother and the older sister. Deku is very important in the My Hero Academia universe. He's changed a lot of people, especially with Todoroki and his situation. So now everybody looks at him kind of like All Might. Like Todoroki is the one that's sitting here saving this family, which is pretty dope. So I thought that was really one of the coolest things to come out of this, to come out these couple of chapters. You know what I mean? So that was cool. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. So this was crazy with Deku's side, because it seems that they're making Deku the Superman of the My Hero Academia verse, right? And this is why. So we find out that the reason Deku was in a coma is because he's having a conversation with all the previous predecessors from the past. The Black Whip dude, Nana Shinomura, the other guys, and then there's two that's like in the background that's facing the wall. We're gonna get to them in a few minutes, but basically, all One for All's brother, he's also there too, and he does some or most of the talking there too. And he says, "Yo, listen, we gotta talk to you before you get out of this coma, okay? There's a couple of things we need to straighten out." And we learned a lot of things about the power of All for One. One of the things is Deku is now able to see all of the predecessors because he wasn't able to before. And they're saying that's only happening because the power of All for One is so strong. It's getting stronger now. But it's so strong now that he's able to see them and communicate with them, which is pretty dope. Also meet the fourth predecessor as well. His name is Hikage Shinomori. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm saying it wrong, let me know in the comments below. He's the guy that has the spider sense. I mean, it's called danger sense, but I just thought it was funny because it reminds me of spider sense. You know what I mean? So we find out that this dude died at 40 years old. And he's the longest one that had the All for One power. And then we start to figure, and then they start to, I think it was All for One's brother. He states that ordinary people, the reason this guy died was because he already had a quirk within him. So when he brought these other quirks together, it was too much for his body to handle after a certain point in time, and then he just died because of that. That's when we find out that people who have quirks are not really meant to have this power. Because what confused me was All for One's brother said that ordinary people are not allowed to cannot hold on to All for One. Now I'm like, oh wait, you mean regular people can't? But that doesn't make any sense because Deku didn't have any powers. So he shouldn't really have that power. But I had to reread it again a couple times to figure out, oh no, he meant people with quirks. Because remember, in My Hero Academia society, mostly everybody has a quirk. Not everybody is not like totally quirkless like Deku is. So Deku and All Might, they're the rare exception of somebody not having powers. So somebody like Deku and All Might are perfect hosts to hold that power. And they probably won't die from having All for One for a long time. And then we find out because of that, Deku may be the last predecessor of All for One. Which is a big thing because now you can't give it to anybody now. Because if you do, then they're not gonna live as long. Like that's like giving if All Might decided to give that to Mirio. Now he didn't know that. So it was just like a stroke of fate that All Might met Deku, because Deku was the perfect person to hold All for One. And it just comes, I love that comes full circle here. We also get an interesting conversation with Nana as well, because Nana comes up to Deku and he's like, listen, are you gonna kill Shigaraki because of all the things that this kid has done? Like, I understand he's my grandson, but this man has caused hundreds of deaths. He says, I don't care. I know this power, All for One. I know it was meant to exterminate evil, but it has evolved into giving hope to people. That's what All Might did with his power. That's what he was able to do. And I want to continue that because I want to save people, no matter if they're a villain or a hero. Everybody needs help. And it was also cool to see, well, not cool, it was sad to see Nana have so much regret, you know, out of that tragedy, because her life was a tragedy, honestly. She put Shigaraki to the side so that she could combat All for One. One for all. Oh, that One for all? I'm sorry. You know, so she can combat One for all. All for One, I'm sorry. And not only did she lose her life, she also lost Shigaraki. So she failed on both points. And that is just devastating to her. you know? So I thought that was real sad that that's happening to her, and that they showed that, you know? It's crazy. So it's really up to Deku at this point to bring her child home. It's crazy. We also saw those two predecessors too. The ones that were facing the wall. I don't know why they were doing that. Maybe they don't like Deku or they don't like the other predecessors, but it seems like they may not like Deku for whatever reason. So we got to figure that out. But it seems, from what All For One's brother said, he said, just cooperate with him so that he can unleash his true power. Now, what is his true power gonna look like? I don't know. But he's about to be the whole Superman of that universe. I thought it would have been All Might because of his raw power. But no, it's gonna be Deku, because not only does he have raw power, but he also has the other abilities that we saw him use when he was fighting Shigaraki chapters ago at the battlefield. So I can't wait to see Deku's progress after this. I don't care. Deku is one of my most favorite MCs, I'm gonna say, of all time too. He's really gonna be the Superman of this universe. I can't wait. Alright guys, so that was my review. I hope you liked it. If you did, click on that like button, smash on that subscribe button, smash on them notification bells, and definitely comment down below. Do you agree that Deku is going to be the Superman of My Hero Academia? And do you think Endeavor is the worst father of shonen history? Let me know. And do you agree with Dabi being angry at Endeavor? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below, alright? And alright guys, you know I love you. I'm out of here. Deuces. Be safe. And remember, Blerd Lines. New episode coming out this week, alright? So check it out. Link's gonna be in the description below. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I love you. Deuces.